Hey guys, and welcome back to another JSpizzle Crypto YouTube video. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone watching, whether you're watching on Thanksgiving or you're watching the following days. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and how it has actually managed to hold key level supports and how it's having a bounce right now along with altcoins. We're also going to go into my open leverage trade and check out any upcoming trades that we can make together. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so zooming out on the weekly, checking out Bitcoin, you can see that we redrew our lines from up here. You can see about a week and a half ago, we redrew our support lines coming off of support here and then up here and here. And we've actually managed to get perfect support here along with the 100 weekly SMA for Bitcoin. And we are right now getting a bounce above here. Now, the question is, well, where do we go from here? Well, you can see we had 4 massive red candlesticks in a row, and that was on the weekly. For an entire month, we did nothing but go down. Now, you can only go down so fast, so hard, for so long. And so we are just now having our very first bounce. And quite honestly, we are so oversold, it's not even funny. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me at all over the next couple weeks if we come up and retest the 50 SMA, which is above 100,000. Now, coming above that and breaking above it concretely, that's going to be another challenge. But if we could, that would have been the biggest bear trap ever. On the total 3, this is all the altcoins put together, minus Bitcoin, minus Ethereum. You can see that we actually broke below here for the first time since the sea crash. We won't say the word pandemic. And right now, we are just like awkwardly trying to get support back on this thing. And we are just sitting outside. Now, I will say this will be pretty catastrophic if we came up here to try to retest it, got failed, and then came back down to it lower. That would be absolutely brutal, brutal for altcoins. But let's hope we can get back up in there. Now, here you can see my leverage position that I have opened. I opened it over here on WEEX. It is on the Pump Fund token. This thing was about 5% from the all-time low that it had several months ago, and I was taking a bet that it would not make a newer low. And I took a long down here around 0.24 of a penny, and then since there I've added liquidity, and you can see right now I'm in 138% profits, $861 profit. Nothing massive, but profit is profit, and I do plan to hold it as long as we continue to have good market structure. I would say maybe right here would be a good place to have a stop loss and still end the trade in a profit. Now, I did say that I would look for a couple of good trading opportunities for you guys. So let's check out XRP. We had broke out of this 3-cycle pattern, literally multi-cycle pattern breakout that we had right here. And now we have been forming almost like this broadening wedge. And right now, ever since back in November of 2024, so we're talking about over a year, this has been a massive line of support. We have had many touches down here where the market said, you know what, this is going to be support from now on. And it's with no surprise because that was the top of the 2021 bull market, and that what was once resistance is now support. Now, what I see XRP doing over the next couple of years is I see us going up and down in this pattern. I see us maybe doing one of these and then coming up to the top of this broadening wedge and breaking out. Now, the breakout target is technically $6.50 if it were to break out here. Now, if this were to break out more maturely into the pattern, you know, this could be even more of around $7. But I'm going to keep that there for now. So I would be looking for another touch around these lines right here to see about opening up another trade. Now, here's Monero. This is also in a triple cycle breakout. Well, it's not breaking out yet, but it's in this triple cycle pattern just like XRP. When XRP broke out, it basically did a 3x in about 3 weeks. And you saw what it did when it broke out. Just to remind you, when it broke out, it never looked back. And now Monero, it is literally kissing the top of this pattern and just ready to break out. I've been charting this thing for a couple months, and now, since we had that new breakout there, we could actually pull the line up right there. And so I would say anywhere within this range would be a responsible place to put in a trade with a respectful stop loss, especially if the altcoin market begins to move. This thing is just going to pop out, and maybe it will do a 3x within a few weeks as well. Maybe we'll see $1,500 Monero within January of 2026. You never know. Now, if you click on my WEEX link below, no KYC, even for Americans, $88,000 bonus, you can come on over here and trade with leverage. You can see that on top of the $88,000 bonus, there's a limited time bonus going on right now. If you do this within the next 48 hours, you can deposit $500 and trade with $20,000 in volume. So basically, if you were to come over on WEEX and deposit $500 and do a 20x leverage trade for Bitcoin, that would give you $10,000 in volume. And whenever you go to close the position, that would give you another $10,000 in volume. And then that would give you the free $100 bonus plus the $40 bonus. And you can open up a, for example, 20x leverage trade for free, which is basically like having a $2,800 position open for free. But that's all I have for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Where's Bitcoin going next? Are we going to get rejected? Or are we about to have such an absolute juicy blow up, that it is going to shock the markets and put all the bears in the coffin for good? But until next time, God bless you guys. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.